Yes, the mess. Well, gotta clean it up. But kind of an update on the whole Pietenpol build. I think it's been a couple weeks, so figured I might want to do another update. Um, I've already tried to do this twice, but I was holding the camera with just my hand, and the audio turned out really bad. So got a selfie stick now, and we'll see. Elevator's done, the test one. Um, and I learned some things, and I found some things that I want to change on the design of it. After building it with the little tacks and doing some research, basically I learned that the tacks are just to hold it in place so you can basically pull it out of the jig sooner, or to hold down the gussets. So on the one that I'm actually going to put on the plane, I don't want to do those because of weight. I get it, it's only a couple ounces, but I think it would look nicer if there wasn't tax on all the gussets. So that's one thing I'm going to change. Another thing is the placement of this cap strip. I'm going to move it. I'm probably going to move it down. I'm thinking about here, to basically kind of fill this void here. So probably it'll run right along here, which will even out the space between here and here. So that's some things I'm going to change. The other things I'm going to change are the cans out of here. I'm saving these cans for the bottoms to mix the epoxy I'm going to use. So this was just regular, like the glue I used to put it together this time, but you can use them as nice little mixing bowls. So what I'm gonna do is see how this gusset is nice and all blended together. Well, I don't know why I didn't do this, but this gusset needs to change kind of how, I don't really like the way it's shaped. So I'm gonna do more of a blended shape like this one. So I'm gonna have it come and not cut into the wood like this right here. So, and then I'm gonna round the corner. So basically it'll still have this basic curve, but then at the ends it's gonna curve down kind of like this right here, and have more of this profile when it comes up to this piece, and not kind of cutting in down lower. I want it to be basically touching the face of this piece as much as it can. So I'm going to change that a little bit on this. I think I'm going to do something similar here, just make it look a little bit more elegant and nice. So probably going to kind of come out like this and then dip down a little bit and then come and curve back in on that one. This one I'm probably going to leave pretty much the same. I'll probably cut a lightning hole and then put a block in here. That's what I'm thinking I'll probably do on that one. That's all I'll change. As far as how I've cut out the wood and how I trimmed it down is probably going to stay pretty much the same, except on this, I guess, I forget what this is called, the main beam, I think is what they call that. Let's see here. What's it called? Oh no, the center beam. So the center beam, I'm probably just going to do a straight cut instead of trimming this down with like a box plane. I think I'm just going to thin this down right there so the full thickness of this goes all the way to the gusset, and then dips down, whatever this is, 1/8 of an inch or whatever, to match up with this thickness. This one's going to be a little bit more difficult, but it doesn't look bad. It looks like if I just cut a straight angle on it, it should work out fine. Don't know if it's gonna help with strength at all, but I think it'll make it look nice and sharp and crisp, to kind of get that look that I'm looking for. The other thing I might change, I probably won't. I'll probably just leave this the way it is. There. Yeah. So I think that's about all I'm gonna change. And then yeah. So I've got to redo my jig a little bit for this. You can see where the gusset for this corner right here goes. It actually goes over this block, and it glued itself to this block. So I got to move this back out of the way and then put a block basically right here to hold this up against, to hold this side bar up against these other two gussets there. Or not gussets, but the other blocks. Other than that, I don't think I'm going to change much with the jig. Well, I got to cut some. Probably going to end up either trimming the jig down, which I don't really want to do, but I might have to take more C-clamps. So instead of the nails or tacks or whatever you want to call them, I'm going to use a ton of C-clamps to clamp all these down and hold them while they dry over, overnight or whatever, however long they need to dry. So I'll need to cut out some either notches or little holes, so I can take my clamp and either like stick it through the hole and then turn it like that underneath and then clamp it, or just make a slot so I can slide the clamp in and then clamp it down. So I'll probably need 4 for this, and probably 8 clamps total for this corner. Probably 8 or 10 for that one, and then 3 for this corner, and then a bunch for the big gusset, and then just 1 for each cap strip location. So that's about all the changes I'm going to make to the jig at this point. But first things first, I gotta clean up all this mess, and then start cutting more wood. But I got my blades back from the place where they sharpen them. So I had all these, I think 8 blades or whatever, sharpened. So we're good to go. We should be able to really rip through some wood now. I gotta order some T88 from Aircraft Spruce, and I think I'm gonna get some more plywood, so I can buy it in bigger chunks. So I think I'm gonna do that, and then just go rip some more wood, get it shaped up, get the jig all tuned up, ready to go, and then hopefully have my elevators built that I'm gonna put on the plane. Hopefully have those built by the end of the month, and then next month work on probably the rudder, horizontal stab, vertical stab. Hopefully if I kind of get in a rhythm on things, I can start ripping stuff out pretty quick and get the tail finished. Hopefully by the end of the year. I'm guessing that's my goal I'm shooting for. We'll see how it works out. But yeah, that's all I have for right now. So it's time to get to work and clean all this stuff up and start setting up for the next round of building.